Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 239. Crash, I gotta tell you something before we even get into all this. So I was going through the My Xbox and Me Podbean, the RSS feed, right?
Yeah.
I had some of the podcast numbered wrong on the RSS feed.
Really?
So we were always an episode behind. So I had to go through and change it each time. I was like, 237, that doesn't seem right. And then I looked, we had two 3-6s. And I was like, I messed up big time on that one. I messed up, but I fixed it. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside the one, the only, the two fresh Crash himself. Crash, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Crash.
Doing good.
So, it feels like a lifetime ago since the Xbox event. So, between now and then, there hasn't been an episode. So I didn't put out that post show we did after the show.
Right.
And the reason I didn't put it out is because I whined like a little baby, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like
wanted some time to think about it.
I feel like I overreacted a little bit.
Okay.
I was a bit of a baby, and I didn't want to be portrayed like that.
Okay.
So, for no one knows what happened in that show unless you watched it live on twitch.tv/mcfixer. So this show we're gonna go through Aaron Greenberg's response to the Inside Xbox. We're gonna go through the rundown of the games that were shown at it, and we're gonna go through our thoughts plus plenty of more news. If you don't know My Xbox and Me, you can get it early over on patreon.com/mcfixer. Support creators like myself by supporting them on Patreon or subscribing to their Twitch channel or hitting the follow button as well. Trust me, people, it helps. You can find us on all podcast services apart from SoundCloud. I even put us on Stitcher the other day, Crash. Proud of me?
Yeah, I know what that is.
I didn't know where it was either. Price put it on the promo image of the thing, and I was like, I don't know if we're on Stitcher. Checked, we wasn't on Stitcher. I was like, okay, I'll get us on Stitcher. We're on Stitcher now. It's all good, people. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/mcfixer, and of course where you can watch this show, which is youtube.com/myxboxandme. We got some videos in the pipeline, and we actually do have videos in the pipeline. This isn't like I said it before. No, there's actually videos in the pipeline. It's coming, I promise. So the My Xbox and Me channel getting more content very, very soon. And last but not least, of course, make sure you rate us on iTunes. Give us a 5-star, write a nice comment. It really does help. No Patreon producer this month, Crash, so we will get straight into topic of the show. Crash, the other thing I was meant to ask you to do this week was show notes, time slots. I bet you don't have a piece of paper near you, do you?
No, I can open Notepad on.
Yeah, but you're gonna forget. I can feel it.
I could try.
Alright, let's try. Alright. So, topic of the show starts now.
Okay.
Inside Xbox, Aaron Greenberg addresses fans' response. General Manager of Xbox Games Marketing, Aaron Greenberg, has addressed the response to May's Inside Xbox 2020 stream, noting that the team, quote, set some wrong expectations, end quote, about the presentation. Greenberg's response followed negative feedback from fans about yesterday's presentation, which isn't yesterday anymore, which promised, quote, next-gen gameplay in the lead-up to the show. In particular, Assassin's Creed Valhalla's showing failed to deliver, with many of us having expected some real gameplay, if we're being totally honest. Quote, this is from Aaron Greenberg. He said, had we not said anything and just shown May's Inside Xbox like we did last month, I suspect reactions may have been different. Greenberg tweeted last night, quote, clearly we set some wrong expectations and that's on us. We appreciate the feedback and assure you we will take it all in and learn as a team, end quote. So now we've had a week to chill on it, yeah? We've had a week to relax on it, a week to just, take it in, maybe think about it a little bit. There's been plenty of talk on the internet about it. How are you feeling now about the Inside Xbox show?
I feel about the same as I did when I first saw it.
So, for people that didn't watch our reaction, what would that be?
Disappointed in it. Not because any of the games that we saw or the amount of gameplay we saw. It's more so because of how Microsoft promoted it, right? Because for
Okay.
them, it was this next gen Series X, like third party big deal, right?
So that's an interesting topic you bring up, and I think I'm very much entwined in the Xbox ecosystem, the Xbox fandom, stuff like that, right? So obviously, I see Aaron Greenberg's tweets. I see obviously Phil talking about it. I see all these people. There's a lot going on right now. I went and read some stuff about Inside Xbox. The way they actually promoted it, not from people's up from the industry insiders like Aaron Greenberg's point of view, but I want to find this. I'm just trying to pick it up now on Twitter if I can find it. Where did we set our expectations too high, or did Xbox set their expectations too high, or was it a bit of both? Like, I think I bought into the hype with Aaron Greenberg, especially. I think he definitely maybe set the wrong expectations for me, because I was expecting, obviously, Harry Potter, maybe Resident Evil 8, some big third-party stuff, which, in the end, we didn't get. I can't find this goddamn image, but what it is on the actual Xbox website, yeah? It says, gameplay, teases, and sneak previews. Pretty much was something along those lines, which is in there on the Xbox Wire. That was literally what they had put. And when you go in with those expectations, which is we did see gameplay, we did see a sneak peek of Assassin's Creed, and we saw new game announcements.
Yeah.
So if they just went in with those expectations, I think this is a solid conference, right?
Yeah. I mean, for those who didn't watch last week or on Friday, me and you said that we enjoyed everything for the most part, right? We liked all the games that were shown. It's just expectations weren't met. And it really is expectations that they, for the most part, set up. Yeah, we bought into it and we might have went a little overboard with it.
Harry Potter, Chris, you killed me. He killed me.
I didn't even think we were really going to see Harry Potter. That was just a prediction.
Yeah, but still, I bought into your predictions. Do you remember your predictions from last week? Have you still got them written down?
No, I do not have them written down.
Oh, you suck.
I think you won.
I think I won as well, because I think I had we need to get better at this. Or we need to have
1 point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I must have got more than that. Let's just say I won. Yeah?
No. If you don't know if you won, you didn't win. There's no
You're going to make me actually go onto Google Drive and
pull
up
mines as well.
No. If you can't track your own score, that's your problem.
But if you can't track my score, how do you know that you won?
No,
Okay, I can track my own score. I got 5 points.
Of course you did.
And prove me wrong. You know the only way you can prove me wrong.
I don't even have it anymore.
Let's just say that nobody won.
When nobody wins, we both lose, though.
Price wins.
Price wins? Oh, no, I found it. It's here.
Okay,
here we go.
How many points did you get?
Okay, so first prediction was Silent Hill is back, baby. No, it's not.
No.
I put we would see the first gameplay from Lord of the Rings Gollum. No, we didn't. At least 4 new IPs will be shown at Xbox. Yes.
Yeah.
I got that. New Dead Rising reboot. Nope.
No.
And then I said we'll see. I only got 1 point. And then I said we'll see Cyberpunk, which we did not.
Yeah.
What did you say? You said Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, Game Pass games.
Yeah, which we didn't get.
What
else did you say?
A decent amount of those were Game Pass, but I think I said like 5 Game Pass games, and there was not 5 Game Pass games.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else I said.
Let's just call it a draw then, shall we?
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna give it to you.
Nah,
we can call it a draw.
Let's call it a draw. I can't prove that you didn't win, which doesn't make me feel better about winning.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm sad. So another question I have for you, Crash, on this surface level. Did Aaron Greenberg need to say this? Did he need to apologize for the expectations that were set? Or was he just hype about some of the work that him and his team has been doing behind the scenes on the new Xbox?
I don't think he had to apologize. I think it was nice for him to apologize. because that shows that Microsoft themselves sort of like realized the mistake in the marketing from the individuals that are attached to Microsoft.
I think it shows a level of maturity, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and transparency and stuff like that, which is like, look, we understand that we set, in some way, shape, or form, we set expectations that we didn't meet here. And how can we be better next time at not setting those expectations? I think like the big killer of all this, and we spoke about this last time, which was Assassin's Creed, the gameplay. There was next to none in terms of what we expected from gameplay. Technically, if you want to get in the nitty gritty, it was gameplay, it was an engine, blah 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 blah. But from what we expected the HUD, we expected over the shoulder, we expected to see the game, and that's not what we got. And we got a very, very small, even of what we did get, we got like, it felt like 30 seconds might even be a push. It felt like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how did you feel like this Inside Xbox? Did you like the setup for it? And especially now that we've watched 2 Summer of Games Festival things as well.
Yeah.
How do you, and we'll get onto those a little bit later. How do you think this Inside Xbox went compared to that?
I think this Inside Xbox was better than the last Inside Xbox we had.
Yeah, I agree.
I think quality overall for the most part was better also.
In terms of what? When you say that?
In terms of cams, I know there was like 1 or 2.
That's my biggest problem with this at the moment, where it's like,
yeah,
you're selling a new console, yet no one has a Blue Yeti. You can't afford to go buy everyone a Blue Yeti mic and send it to their house.
Good mics,
and you can't afford to go. Look, I'm not expecting everyone to have like a
right, not
just a Logitech C920, like 1080p.
Yeah.
Even the 4K ones. Like it seemed strange to have Aaron Greenberg, as much as it was funny, but he looks blurry. You can see he's on Zoom with his background blurred out. He's got the Xbox fridge in the background. Like, I get what they're trying to go for, but I feel like there needs to be that level of professionalism when you're showing off this expensive piece of hardware.
I think for normal Inside Xboxes, which is kind of what last week's was, right? It was just a normal Inside Xbox.
Yes, but the problem was it was hyped up. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that type of quality is fine, but it's like, what are they going to do when they start selling the Series X, right?
Yeah.
What are they going to do in July? They can have that quality, but it's no matter what they show, it's going to sort of like take away from it.
Well, I feel like they were in the best position before COVID and stuff like that. They were in the best position where it's like, we've got the faces, which is Aaron Greenberg, it's Phil Spencer, it's Major Nelson, yada yada yada. We can keep going. Where PlayStation doesn't have that anymore. They've pushed Shu to the back. He's back in the background. They don't have those faces anymore. And I feel like they're not utilizing them well because they're not being put across professionally enough. If you know what I mean. Like, today we're going to get a state of play, right, for Ghost of Tsushima. We're not going to see Shu. We're not going to see Sid Schumann. We're not going to see... I'm trying to think of, like... I don't even know who obviously Jack Trenton's gone, but I'm trying to think, who's the head honcho there now? Because they've got a new guy. Again, I don't cover PlayStation, so I don't really pay attention. Whoever it is. Like, we're not going to see those people. It's going to be a voice in the background in terms of, like, a... Jim Ryan, thank you, Jeffrey, in Twitch chat. You're not gonna see a face. You're not gonna see a bad camera. You're just gonna see the game for 18 minutes straight, which is like, we're not seeing a lot from PlayStation right now. But what we are seeing is always done quite professionally. Even the Mark Cerny stuff, it was boring. But it was shot nicely. It was it was presented well. Like, it just I don't know. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, I agree.
So, overall, what did you like? If I don't even want to do numbers and stuff, it's pointless. I've said this already. Like, people keep coming into my streams because I'm doing reaction streams to everything, and they're like, "What's your expectations for this?" I'm like, 0. Whatever it is, I am going in with literally no expectations at all and letting it blow me away. Like, I'm not getting done by expectations again.
Yeah. I think the only thing I will have expectations for will be the July show.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the first parties. That's third parties as well are going to be at the July show.
Mm-hmm.
That's another marketing thing that they kind of, I think, dropped the ball on by making it sound like this was third party and July was first party.
I think we come in with a level of expectation again when you say this is our third party partners. Which let's jump into. We're going to jump into the news real quickly because I want to go down the games that were here. Right, we had Bright Memory Infinite. We had Dirt 5, we had Scorn, which we've now found out is and again, the fact that this wasn't stressed in the press conference is worrying to me, but we found out that's now a console exclusive. We had, how do I say this one? Chorus? Chorus, I thought it was. Chorus, we have Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline 2, we had Call of Sea, which is a console exclusive as well. We had The Ascent, which is a console exclusive. We had The Medium, which is a console exclusive. We had Scarlet Nexus, which was that dope anime one. We had Second Extinction, which is that Left 4 Dead kind of vibe with dinosaurs, which is a console exclusive. Yakuza Like a Dragon, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Madden 2021. So, like we say, it was a decent show. I felt like they dropped the ball a lot on. They did a great job of like Series X enhanced and stuff like that, but they didn't do a good job of letting you know this was a console exclusive, and this is a reason to buy the Xbox Series X for it. And this has been my whole conversation the whole time. It's like, why am I buying this system? Why am I buying this system? Why am I buying it? It can't just be for load times. Like, you've got to have exclusive games to the console. I'm not talking about from a PC perspective anymore. I'm done with that argument. I'm done with that conversation. It's like, Call of Sea is it looks like a decent game. Why did you not let me know I can only play this on this system?
Yeah, I agree. It is sort of, it's one of the weird things is that even like Game Pass games, like the notification for the Game Pass games, which they did show for that at least, it popped up and went away so quick that if you like stopped looking for a second, you would have missed it. And them not showing this at all is sort of like, what exactly are you promoting with this? Are you just showing off the games, which is cool? There's nothing wrong with that. But don't you have a console to sell? Don't you have an ecosystem you want people to invest into?
Which is, I was having a conversation yesterday on my Twitch chat with Batchild, and he was saying that he did not very happy, obviously, with the way Xbox showcases, and he's not happy with. There's no reason to buy the console, he was saying. And again, as I keep stressing, I agree. At the moment, I just don't see a reason to buy the Series X. I really, really don't. Are you getting one day one? Are you on board day one to get this thing?
I'm still split. I'm not 100% sure I'll get it day one. I'm leaning towards a yes right now, but like, to be honest, there is a possibility that like Microsoft doesn't show me everything I need, and because all the first party games will be playable on the 1S, I don't need to make that jump right away. I could wait for a sale or whatever it is.
So what do they need to do to get you to buy this day one?
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you right now what they would need to do.
So Halo comes out July for the July event and looks amazing. Does that do it for you? Knowing that you can play it on Xbox One?
I think them showing first party games playing on Series X that look better than they would on the 1S.
Yeah.
Because I don't even have a 1X, right?
Yeah.
I think that would do it for me. Because I'm definitely incentivized to upgrade to Series X at some point.
Yeah.
And it'll definitely be within like that first year, if even the first 6 months, right? It all depends on how big of an upgrade it is, and we haven't really seen that in action, right?
Yeah. Okay. Totally agree. Moving on, so this is obviously our dashboard section. We didn't get any questions this week, so I can't answer any, so apologies for that. Next one is Ubisoft has revealed the Assassin's Creed Valhalla will run, Crash, at a minimum of 30 FPS when it launches on Xbox Series X. Ubisoft issued a statement to IGN revealing that the forthcoming release will target 30 FPS as a minimum frame rate. Quote, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will run at a minimum of 30 FPS on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We are committed to offer the best experience to our players by immersing them in the most beautiful worlds and environments we could create, and leveraging not only the graphics enhancements offered by next-gen consoles, but also fast load times and new architectures. End quote. This one blew up, Crash. Absolutely blew up out there on the interwebs. People are not happy because, again, all well and good. So it's come out. It's 4K 30, right? At the moment, they're going to hit 4K 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
But my Xbox One X can do 4K 30 frames per second.
Yes.
So other than new quicker load times, and I feel like that's where people are starting to get to, right? Which is a lot of people that don't own 4K TVs or 4K monitors. They don't own 144 hertz TVs, 144 monitors and stuff like that. Again, why? Why am I stressing over this? What is going on? Like, we know the hardware can do it, so why is it not doing 4K 60?
Yeah. That could just be, I don't know, that could be Ubisoft getting used to the hardware. That could be Ubisoft. That it's a possibility that there's some sort of deal that like whatever it runs on PlayStation has to run on Xbox and vice versa, right? Because those
But
sort of deals do
even the
happen from time to
PlayStation
time.
can run at 4K 60.
I understand and I agree with you, but I'm just saying like possibilities, right? That's something that could be out there. There could be that like because of the way the open world works that and they load stuff in that 60 frames per second isn't possible. There's a lot of different reasons. I don't think there's a lot of valid reasons Ubisoft can give.
Yeah.
They have said that it is possible that like this is what it is right now. When the game actually launches, it could be 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
I'm also curious, like take 4K out of the situation, make it 1080p or 1440p or whatever you want to between those two.
Yeah.
How many how is the frames per second at that point? What is the FPS?
Yeah.
Are we looking at 60 or are we looking at 120? Because the console can do 120.
Yeah.
So at that point, what are we looking at?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I just feel like a lot of people, I feel like we've gone back 8 years, 7 years, and we're back in that war where it was like 900p versus 1080p on like the IGN just Dustin Gary image. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I don't know. I'm in this weird place. Obviously, Stead's in chat saying 30 FPS might be a stylistic choice, like a film is still 24 frames per second. I understand that, but we know games look a lot. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm not technology savvy in terms of making games. This is not my forte. I just know what I know from playing a lot of shooters. A lot of shooters run better at 60 frames per second or higher frame rates even beyond that. Obviously, this isn't a shooter, but if it can do it on my old console, again, you're not giving me. This is your third party. This is the first third party game you've started marketing on, and it can't even push the hardware to its limits. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting it to be like blowing smoke out of this machine, making it run to its full extent, but it just seems like a weird choice. And yeah, I feel like Xbox have done everything right in terms of its services, its marketing for this thing so far. It's a very big piece of hardware, can do a lot, but if you don't have third parties then utilizing it, what's the point in it having all this power?
Your first parties have to like really utilize it.
That's so we
and
come
the
back
problem
to
is
July.
We don't know if Microsoft will do it, right?
All questions come back to July.
Yeah, it's like with Sony. Sony could be like the third parties will do whatever, but you know their first parties will deliver because they've delivered in the past.
Oh boy,
and Microsoft does have like a coalition that delivered with Gears 5, but what about all their other studios? I don't know if one game is enough.
Turn 10, Playground, I'd say arguably they both delivered on their racing car games when it comes to frame rate and style and look. So just to give credit where credit's due. Not saying that any other first party game doesn't look great, but like we're not going to look at Mojang and going to be like, oh my god, Minecraft looks amazing.
With RTX, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Moving on, Assassin's Creed Valhalla Season Pass will include the Legend of Beowulf. Am I saying that weird? I feel like I'm saying that weird. Beowulf.
Yeah.
Huh. Story mission. The German Ubisoft store has given us an insight to the content coming in Assassin's Creed Valhalla Season Pass, which looks to include a story mission based on the Legend of Beowulf. Sounds weird. Doesn't seem. What's a Beowulf?
A Beowulf? It's you've never. It's an old legend. It's a what do they call it? It's a hero's tale. Forget the exact word. A heroic. You've never? Okay, yeah, it's a really old story.
Nah, I can't say I have. Sorry, I had the Three Little Pigs.
Yeah, no, that's a nursery rhyme. No, that's not a nursery rhyme. That's a kid's tale. Whatever.
My dad didn't read much to me. I'm sorry. The news was first reported by Game.
I don't think your parents would have read this to you, Fix.
So what is this then? I'm very interested. I don't know what that is.
Beowulf's. It's a heroic tale. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to explain it.
Okay.
He fights monsters. He saves kingdoms. He becomes a king at some point. It's a long story.
All right. Why have I not heard this then? I'm so uncultured. I'm just an uncultured swine, aren't I? Beowulf is an old English. Here we go. An old English epic poem which follows the
epic poem. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, whatever. Follows the eponymous Beowulf, a heroic warrior who saves the king of the Danes from a vicious monster called Grendel. Yeah, I got it. Hey, I got it. Yeah, chill out, bro. Chill out.
You've never heard the story.
The tale is set in a Scandinavia, so it makes a lot of sense for Assassin's Creed Valhalla to draw on the legend to flesh out its world. Another bonus mission, The Way of the Berserker, I know what one of those are, is available to those who pre-order the game ahead of its launch later this year. Beyond the Beowulf mission, the season pass is said to quote expand your experience with new content, new lands, and new gear, end quote. We've got a complete pre-order guide for many on the website. You can go check it out on the Ubisoft store. How you feeling about DLC already being spoken about, Crash? I think might have actually been leaked, but how you feeling about that? No, you don't care? You're not one of those people?
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. DLC gets worked on very early.
Well, yeah. Usually, it's announced. It's usually announced. Yeah, there's always a plan for it. Yes.
So we don't know how. Like, if we found out, like, after it comes out, like, oh, all the data was on the disc or whatever, and then they just didn't add it. Like, that's different.
Yeah.
That's usually never the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
fair.
It doesn't really bother me.
Fair enough. I know this is one that everyone's going to be excited about. Halo 2 Anniversary, available for PC with the Master Chief Collection. Halo 2 Anniversary is now available on PC as part of the Master Chief Collection with Xbox Game Pass for PC. The beta messed me up there. On the Microsoft Store and Steam. Halo 2 Anniversary is the impeccable remastered edition of the original Halo 2, released alongside the Master Chief Collection on consoles in 2014. The game on PC comes equipped with new features, optimization, customization, and more built for the platform. So, if you are excited about that, go and play it. It's out now. Are you going to go back and play it on PC?
Probably not. No.
Damn.
Never went back and played one on PC. Oh no, Reach was on PC, right?
Reach.
Yeah. No, probably not. I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this. For a lot of people, it's either Halo 3 or Halo 2 is the best Halo. So I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this.
I've played both, but I can't say one's better than the other just because I just didn't play enough. It's weird.
Like Halo, I understand.
You're not wrong. I don't get it. I don't get it. I've said it. I've been doing this podcast a long time, Crash, and yeah, I just don't get it. I know people do love Halo. More power to you. I hope that Infinite is going to be the game that gets me into the series. I'm very much open to it, but we'll see. We will see. Next up, this one was part of this Summer Games Festival announcement. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake announced for Xbox One. Tony Hawk Pro Skater is back as Activision has announced Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, a completion remake of the first two THPS games, developed by Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy Studio. Sorry, I've got a mess. Vicarious Visions, which has a long history with the series. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 will be released for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC via the Epic Game Store on September 4th, 2020, with pre-orders offering fans early access to the demo of the iconic warehouse level. The game is a remake complying of the first two games in the beloved THPS franchise, including all levels, even the secret ones. And IGN spoke to Vicarious Vision studio head Jen O'Neill to learn more about what's new and returning in the THPS 1 and 2. Crash, excited for this one?
A little bit, yeah.
I was very happy with this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw this, not super excited, and then as they went on talking about it, and they talked about upgrading the controls,
yeah,
I got a little bit more excited.
I feel
not upgrading controls, but making it smoother.
It runs like a 2020 game. Fine, thank goodness. I wonder how well this is gonna sell. Really well. I wonder how long people actually play it for, though. This reminds me of one of those ones where it's like nostalgia's gonna hit you. You're gonna want it instantly, and then once you've played it,
talking about it,
yeah, you're gonna play it for a little while and then done. Like, I don't see it sitting around too long. Which
it'll probably be similar to the Crash Team Racing.
Even like Crash Bandicoot sold really well in Europe, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how well it's actually gonna do.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. It'll be interesting, like how much people take to the multiplayer, how much people take to playing the game, how long. This game does have the benefit of the park creator or whatever they call it, where you can make it and it's all online, so you can go and play other people's creations. So that could add like a decent amount of longevity. It all depends on how well it's implemented, right?
Yeah, definitely. I actually, like I say, I'm very interested in it. My friend messaged me the other day, Bud, who mainly plays like FIFA and Football Manager and COD. Like, he was like, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Oh, I'm definitely getting that. I was like, huh, okay. Didn't expect that. But more power to him. I'm glad that he's looking forward to this one, I'll say. I've got some really good memories with Tony Hawk's, actually. I remember the demo being out and standing at my aunt's house. They were looking after me. And I remember sitting there just for hours playing on my uncle's PS1 and just playing that demo over and over, just trying to get new high score, and just constantly. And then when the game came out, obviously playing it a lot, being Spider-Man. That was the other thing. Is Spider-Man in this, or will that be only in the PS4 version, do you think?
I don't know if Spider-Man will be in it at all. No, because they have to re-get that licensing. And it all depends how like Marvel's feeling with Activision, right?
Yeah. Oh, good point. Good point. Like, that's a very good point.
Or are we still mad at what you did with the Spider-Man game all those years?
Yeah, we don't see Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't see it happening. But there's a possibility. If you do see it, I think you see it on both. I don't think it's just on PlayStation.
Oh, okay. I would have thought the other way, where you just see Spider-Man on PlayStation. They've got the IP and stuff like that. Probably got the exclusive rights in games. It's like, hey, you can do this, but it can only be in our game, not in our competitors. Like as a downloadable content thing or something like that.
I could see both versions having Spider-Man, but the PlayStation version also having the Insomniac Spider-Man.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Next up, Ubisoft announces Ubisoft Forward digital event for July. Ubisoft is the latest major gaming publisher or developer to announce a digital E3 replacement for its usual press conference, with the company confirming Ubisoft Forward for July. On July 12th, Ubisoft Forward will include a fully digital showcase with exclusive game news revealed and more, end quote. Ubisoft did not list any games for the event as part of the initial announcement, but it already has quite a few revealed that could be highlighted. Obviously, stuff like I'd expect Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs. What else have they got that we know? There's definitely Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Gods and Monsters.
Gods and Monsters. Yep.
Assassin's Creed.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. Could be time for that. Skull and Bones.
If that game ever comes out,
that's coming out. It's definitely coming out.
Possibility of a Splinter Cell. There's like a lot of games that could come out and happen.
That's wishful thinking.
A lot of games that, bro, all I have is wishful thinking. I won't be disappointed by the Ubisoft conference. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now.
You definitely are.
No. Yeah. This showcase should actually be pretty decent. There's the possibility of Mario Rabbids, which isn't relevant to the podcast, but
no, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So they have a decent they have a good amount of their hand hidden, and it's a question of whether they're ready to show any of it, right?
So there's a couple of bits I forgot to add to the news, which come out the other day. WB tweeted about their new game, which was this. Thank you very much for the enthusiasm for our next project. At this time, our channel will showcase the studio. We'll showcase the studio, who we are, and why we love making games. So stay tuned. I just thought I better add that because I totally forgot about that one. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I don't think that's them showing their next game.
Montreal. You don't think so?
No, that's not what I get from that. What I get from that is them just talking about their studio and why they love making games.
But thank you very much for the enthusiasm for our next project. At this time, our channel will showcase the studio, who we are, and why we love making games.
Yeah. None of that says they're going to show a game to me.
I feel like they are. I thought, why even say this at all if they're not going to show a game?
Because it's the time to do long interview pieces.
True. I can't hate on you for saying that. But I definitely think it leads to, in the end, a game being shown.
Maybe.
I hope so. I hope they do their own little digital event like everybody else is doing.
I'm 100% with you.
Speaking of more digital events, Guerrilla Collective, a huge indie game showcase announced for June. The Mega Indie Exchange has announced Guerrilla Collective, a 3-day event focusing on indie developers and publishers, taking place from June 6th to June 8th, and will take part of IGN's Summer Game Showcase. It's so weird that we've got Jeff Keighley's Summer Games, we've got IGN's Summer Games, we've got GameSpot's Summer Games. Like, there's so much, it's ridiculous. Produced alongside Kind of Funny Games Showcase and host of Kind of Funny co-founder / ex-IGN lover, man Greg Miller. The event will begin on June 6th at 10 AM Pacific, 1 PM Eastern, and 8 PM UK. That's 7 EST, 5 AM. And promises new announcements for every platform. Some of the announced participants include Thunderfall, the SteamWorld, who do SteamWorld series. You got ZA/UM, who did Disco Elysium, and Rebellion, who did Sniper Elite. This could be decent, Crash.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, to give credit to the Kind of Funny showcase, that was a good showcase. I'm very biased because I love Kind of Funny more than probably anything else on the internet. Let me make that very clear. But I felt like they did a great job. So if they're going to partner with somebody who has even more to show off, and they can sort of structure it the same sort of way, make it very clear in the way they want to show it, I'm very, very much looking forward to it.
I agree. I think Kind of Funny, their last showcase they did a really good job of going from game to game to game.
Yeah.
Alleviating some time where they had like little
inserts, yeah.
Yeah, and then going back to games, I think they did a really good job with that. Hopefully they do that again with this. But who knows?
Yeah.
I'm optimistic for this. I do think indie games show really well when they're shown back to back to back without like these sort of long pauses between, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm interested in it.
Fair enough. Next up, a bit of sad news, but obvious. Tokyo Game Show 2020 has been cancelled. The Japanese Computer Entertainment Supplier Association has confirmed that that 2020 Tokyo Game Show, also known as TGS 2020, has been cancelled as a result of COVID-19 crisis. Nothing more to add apart from they're trying to reschedule it until September 24th to 27th. But again, I would take everything that's been rescheduled with a pinch of salt currently until we know where the world is back. That's me saying that. So
yeah,
we will see.
Yeah, honestly, there's a good possibility that this does something online.
Yeah,
as with most other things, especially for Tokyo Game Show, because that is not a Western America, European type of market.
No, but it is huge. It is humongous.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was gonna say it's more of like this is E3 for the Asians.
Yeah,
right.
Yes,
this
exactly.
Is huge for them. So this will come back. E3 didn't come back, so maybe not. But this should come back in some way, shape, or form.
It will come back definitely. There'll be something. Yeah, I don't. Why did why?
The more time passes, the more they seem like
Why did they let
Jeff
Keighley just come in and take literally all the announcements?
Yeah, I don't know.
Strange.
To be fair, the Unreal thing was supposed to be at GDC.
What Unreal thing, Crash? Speaking of Unreal, the Unreal event happened yesterday, Crash. Unreal 5 is the Unity Engine 5 is a real thing. I didn't write show notes for it because I forgot to that too. I didn't write show notes for it because I forgot to put it on here. We saw a huge tech demo for it, Crash. It looked amazing. It looked beautiful. It's come out now that is, well, they said it during it, but during the interview section with Jeff Keighley, they spoke about how that is playable. Like, you can play that demo.
That was supposed to be playable at GDC.
Running on a PS5.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
Nuts. So if you haven't seen my reaction, it's up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/mcfix. You can watch the whole thing. There's a lot of talking in it, honestly. I would probably just watch up to the demo until that ends. And if you really care about the nitty gritty, go read an article. Not that I thought they did a bad job in an interview. Just interview segments are just not fun to watch, ever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I get why they do them.
To watch and hear them talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But that's something I'd have like in the background as I'm doing something else, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not something that it's hard to react to that, because it's like you hear something that's interesting, the only way you're going to react to it is by overreacting, which feels ungenuine.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the thing, is I'm looking at it definitely from I'm reacting to this content, so I should just stop. I should just stopped it when I knew it was an interview, and maybe that's what I'll do going forward. Maybe that's what I'll do. But people enjoy watching it and they like hearing the information, so who knows? Who knows? Yeah. But that Unreal demo, bro, it looked
so good. Do you consider that gameplay what they showed?
Do I consider it gameplay?
Yeah. Because there was this whole argument on Twitter I was seeing where people were like, it's not gameplay, there's no HUD, there's no this, that. And other people were like, it's playable at GDC, that is gameplay.
If it's playable, if you can play it, then it's gameplay.
Right?
Yeah, if it's playable, you don't have to have a HUD for it to be gameplay. You can turn HUDs off.
I think a lot of people are salty about Assassin's Creed and that being called not gameplay.
Yeah.
But that, even though that technically was gameplay, we still saw a lot less of Assassin's Creed than we did of the tech demo, right?
Yeah, but it is a tech demo.
Yeah, that's very true.
So yeah, I mean, it was a phenomenal piece. I forgot to add it, but I don't want to go into the nitty gritty of it because it was mainly PlayStation related. Obviously, games are going to run on it via Xbox and PC going forward, but it comes out relatively soon, 2021. It's something I can't talk about educated enough. Sorry, my steps. That's 2,000 steps for the day. Thank you very much. But yeah, it looks amazing. I'm happy that it's a real thing and it's out there. And just to quickly go off, how do you think Summer Game Fest is doing so far?
I think it's good. I think they're setting expectations correctly. I don't think they're like overhyping anything. I don't think they're overselling us on everything.
Yeah.
I was kind of confused with what it was going to be at first. But it's very clearly like, here's an announcement, here's an interview with the developers, that sort of situation. Now that I know what it is, I know exactly what to look forward to every single time, and I'm completely fine with what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely more, they're shining a light on this one thing and talk in depth about this one thing, and then let all the news articles write about it. Then come back, let's do it again. Like, it's not here's game after game after game after game after game after. Yeah, anyway, maybe they're going to have a big blowout at some point, but currently it's going to be here. They've already got a schedule up, and it's like, here's the schedule, next thing's up, Mafia. So yeah. I think it's a cool way to show games, if I'm honest with you. It's more like a film like, the game's here, let's talk about it, like you would with like a film. Like, you go, here's the film, let's talk about it, let's do the press run, and then the game comes out.
It's kind of like a Comic-Con, right? Where you have here's the trailer, and then here's us talking to the actors and the screenwriter or whatever.
Exactly.
Director.
Yep.
I the only downside is it's very on E3 in the sense that we don't get everything at once. We don't get all that hype.
Yeah.
But it is, I still do like it. It's not that I dislike it.
Yeah, no, exactly. I totally agree. But I feel like it's better for the industry in a way because everything gets its moment.
Yeah, nothing gets cannibalized.
Like, Tony Hawk would have been a hype moment in an Xbox conference for about 20 seconds. And then next game. And don't get me wrong, I hope that never goes away, like the big press conferences. But for these type of games, like we've not seen anything like crazy out of the world, right? Yet. Like I feel like what they're doing with even Ghost of Tsushima, it makes sense because they're going to show us more of a game we already know exists.
Yeah.
With PlayStation in that regard, where like Xbox, I'm worried a little bit where like, are we going to get Fable? Are we going to get new Forza? Is it going to be like a highlight reel of like game, and then we sit and talk about them for a long period of time? Because I just don't like the way that is. I don't like seeing a bunch of games and then let's talk about it at the end. Leave that for an after show.
Literally call it an after show. Like, I don't know. That's gonna be a very weird thing to see how they handle it. Because as far as I'm aware, it is going to be an inside Xbox.
Yeah,
and they do function inside Xbox a certain way, and it's a question of whether they throw away the rule book or what exactly they do with it and how they implement it.
We will see. Speaking of Xbox, the Xbox Series X startup screen is now out there, Gresh. I'm not sure if you see it, but Larry Herb confirmed it out on Twitter, which I was trying to say Major Nelson, but I ended up saying Larry Herb. So, announced it on Twitter that the startup logo that you see in the sand is the startup screen for the next Xbox. So there you go. I can't show you it on the podcast, but go find it if you want to. Last story. Oh no, we got two more. Sorry, I'm a liar. EA's Madden 21, the new entry in its American football franchise series, presented by the Kansas City Chiefs player Patrick Mahomes. The first trailer showed a roundup of Madden through the years, ending with a glimpse of gameplay from the new game. Mahomes promises more soon, but confirmed the game would take advantage of smart delivery for Xbox Series X. However, according to EA, players must have to purchase Madden NFL 21 on Xbox One by December 31st, 2020, and the upgrade to the Xbox Series X by March 31st, 2021 to take advantage of smart delivery. Crash.
It's not really smart delivery.
There you go.
Don't say that. Like that's EA being EA, and that's like so so grimy.
Why time a thing that doesn't need to be timed?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because they know you can make more money. Yeah. And this is what I've been saying the other day, where we were talking, not me and you, I was talking about yesterday with people. There's like, oh, obviously, Epic announced that they've put out their, I think it's SDK for developers to go and be able to crossplay and stuff for free. And I said, EA won't do it. Like, people double dip on EA games too much. Like, you buy a FIFA twice, you buy a Madden twice because you want to play with different sets of friends. As soon as they stop that, they're going to lose a lot of money.
To be fair, I felt the same thing with Activision and Call of Duty.
True.
And they did do crossplay with that. So there is a possibility, because EA does make a lot of money in microtransactions.
Yes.
So it really depends. Like, we can't see like the percentage. Maybe they're like, okay, we'll lose this percentage, but we still make so much from microtransactions that we're willing to lose that and get some good faith with our customers. But the downside of that is if that happens, they probably double down on the microtransactions, right?
You would have
so the teams that everybody dislikes and all that stuff and how all that function that revolves around money, that probably gets doubled down on, and that probably doesn't change.
We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this is scummy. I don't like it. It should be removed. I don't even see why Xbox allowed it, if I'm honest.
That's 100% like Microsoft should not have allowed them to say that, because it's not a true statement.
Yeah.
I do hold Microsoft partly accountable for that. I know 100%. That it wasn't Microsoft's video, but Microsoft definitely saw that before they aired it. They knew everything that was being said. They knew exactly how the deal worked, and they were like, cool, we want Madden here.
Yeah. So we will see, I guess. Next up, this has been confirmed now, but Mafia Definitive Edition will release on August 28th, and there'll be a May 19th event. The following details for the vague tease of Mafia Trilogy by 2K will be released on the same day as a full reveal of the Mafia 3 Trilogy that is taking place on Tuesday, May 19th at 9 AM PT, 12 PM Eastern, and 5 PM BST. Do you ever play Mafia? Great games. Great games.
No, not really.
One and two, great games. Very, very, very good games.
Honestly, I probably like messed around with one of them at some point at someone's house, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah, Mafia 2 especially is a very good game. Decent, very good story as well.
I've always heard good stuff about them.
Yeah, I really wanted to like Mafia 3. I just couldn't get over the bugs. There were so many bugs, so many problems. I don't know if I want to go back though. I don't need all these remasters and these definitive editions. Your definitive edition in a game that I've already bought, and what am I actually getting out of that? That's a current gen game getting definitive editions. Why?
Yeah, for me remasters in general, like I don't want remasters and definitive editions unless it's like extensive, right?
Yeah, like Tony Hawk.
The Tony Hawk one. Yeah, they're smoothing out the gameplay, right? Which I wasn't expecting, because in Crash Bandicoot plays the exact same.
Yeah.
It is the exact same game, just with better looks. I don't want that anymore. I don't care about a game looking better if it doesn't play better.
Yeah.
Or if they don't change the game, like let's say a Final Fantasy VII remake, right? That changes the game.
That's a remake, not a.
But it's the same thing. I don't want you visiting old games unless you're doing something to it, right?
Apart from visually.
Yeah.
Got ya.
Apart from visually, because like I remember those games looking better than they do, so I don't need to go back and actually see them looking better than they did.
Yeah,
right?
They look how I remember if I just play it, if I keep it in my head.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got you. I don't know what the Games with Gold is this month. I've done a very poor job with the. To be fair, I've been all over the place this month, so I do apologize. Games with Gold this month you have left for May is you have V Rally available from May 1st to May 31st. You have Warhammer available May 16th to June 15th, and you have Overlord May 16th to May 31st. So there you go on those. Crush, that is it for this week's My Xbox and Me. I hope you enjoyed, everyone. Thank you for listening. Let's plug and get ourselves out of here. What have you got to plug this week, my friend?
Twitch.tv/Crushnick.
How's streaming going? I haven't seen you. I've not been awake when you've been awake. I'm in bed at like, literally, I've been doing my workout streams. I'm in bed at like 9 o'clock at the moment. It's not good. How's it going?
It's going okay. I've been kind of busy. We've started working on the house again. So
you're allowed out of the house?
Yeah.
You're not allowed out of the house, but you've been going out of the house. Damn.
Yeah, no. Construction's allowed again.
Crash has been breaking the rules, everyone.
There's no rules set in place.
There's no rules in America, yeah.
It's America, bro.
Free country. We can do what we want, yeah.
Yeah, you don't understand what it's like to be an American. I understand, Fix.
You're right, I don't.
You guys live under a queen and a king.
We don't have a king. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you guys have a queen and a king. Don't worry about it.
We have a queen, but no king. There's no king. We'll have a king soon.
Have a queen and king.
Soon there'll be a king.
You guys have a queen and a king.
Okay, sure.
As an American, I know this stuff, Fixed. Stop acting like I don't know this stuff.
You're right. You're right. Again, everyone stay safe. Please stay safe. I'm not liking the way the government are moving in the UK currently. Lockdown has been eased up. They are pretty much putting it on everybody else to take care of themselves. Wear masks. If you haven't got a mask, go buy a mask. I had someone try getting a lift with me the other day, which was kind of scary, if I'm honest with you. And yeah, just make sure you go out and get exercise. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Go to my YouTube channel if you want to watch any reactions for the stuff we spoke about. And until next time, I will love you, leave you, and see you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.